Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hazel Park Football Field. I'm here with Jamie Knapp. We're going to bring you the play-by-play for the game between the Berkley team and the Hazel Park Vikings tonight. Jamie, why don't you introduce the starting defensive players for Hazel Park? Go ahead, Jamie. Give us the starting lineup.
Starting for Hazel Park, defensively, number 21, Todd Baranowski. Number 28, Derek Keesley. Number 31, Isaac Chandler at defensive back. At linebacker, number 32, Kenny Mills. At defensive lineman, number 67, Steve Antanasio. Number 72, Chris Legg, defensive line. Number 76, Josh Welsh on the defensive line. Defensive end, number 78, James Grider. At linebacker, number 80, John Goings. Number 82, also at linebacker, number 82, Aaron Dawson. And number 23, starting at safety, Brad Raven.
Well, Jamie, the offensive team for Hazel Park, Chucky Mills, quarterback, number 12. Running backs, Derek Keesley, number 28. Kenny Mills, number 32. Isaac Chandler, number 31. Guard, number 60, Mike Sovey. Center, number 67, Steve Antanasio. Number 72, Chris Legg. Number 76, Josh Welch. Number 78, James Grider. Number 80, John Goings. And number 82, Aaron Dawson. Head coach is John Green. Defensive coordinator, Jim Proberski. And the back coach, the general, Jerry Wagner. And Hazel Park will be kicking off to the Berkley team. Taking about the 20-yard line. Got pretty good coverage, and he's taken out at the 25-yard line. Number 24 in on the tackle, Charles Gomez.
Well, that wasn't a bad kick. That was by Chucky Mills, who also is a quarterback.
Chucky kicks, throws, plays safety, does it all out there. He's not playing defense today. He's going to get a break from that.
Well, he's not at the start, huh?
Right, he's not starting on defense.
Well, Clint, last week you saw the new Veer offense. Can you give us a little...
I saw it against the Oak Park Knights.
2 weeks ago, yep.
And they look pretty good. Hazel Park's coming in 1-1, and Berkley team is 0-2. They try right up the middle. Gets a couple of yards. Aaron Dawson on the tackle. Did you pick up, Jamie, about 5?
I would say that. Once again, we have that sun vision coming at us.
Let's give them 4, make it 2nd and 6. In the full backfield, number 16 quarterback is Tony Stoll. Gives it off up the middle. Gets some running room, and he's tackled there.
Looks like by number 80, John Goins.
John Goins stepped up and made a tackle.
Looks like they got the first down, Clint.
That's good enough for a first down, so Berkley will have it 1st and 10 on their own 42-yard line. They're right so far. They've been running right up the middle. We're going to have to get a little stronger on that middle. You got some big boys up there, and Josh Welch, Grider, Mike Sovey. Got to pick up the defense a bit. 1st and 10 for Berkley. Gives it off to the first man through. He's met right at the line. See if he can get that tackler. Running back was number 42, Jack Gittler.
That was 67, Steve Antanasio.
He hit him right at the line of scrimmage. He picks up about a half yard, make it 2nd and 9. You got twin splits to the left, and another guy split out to the right. Back to throw, throws it quick over the middle. It's caught there, and he's going to be short of a first down. Number 28, Derek Keesley. 82 in there to help him out. Aaron Dawson brings up a third and about a yard. He played off that receiver a little too soft. He completed it for about 8 yards. 3rd down and 1. Got single wideouts to both sides this time. He'll probably try to push it right up the gut for the 1st down. Gives it to the fullback, and it's going to be close. I think he's short.
I think he's going to be short too, Clint.
Let's just give that tackle to the whole front line. And he got very little. It's 4th and about a half a yard. Great play for the Vikings. John Green's got his linebackers moved up to the line of scrimmage, and it's going to work. There's a little bit of a bad handoff from the quarterback, and he's met there by the whole front line.
It looks like they lost a yard.
They lost a yard. Sorry, Jamie. They lost Chris Legg. He kind of bulldozed underneath, and Hazel Park will take it over on down.
Well, you're right. I think it looked like a little broken play in the backfield there, or not a clean handoff.
Well, they saw a blitz coming from those 2 linebackers. He probably got a little nervous. They sent about the front line, about 2 of his linebackers. Little mishandling on the handoff, and Hazel Park takes over. Good stand by the defense.
Yep, and looks like we have some good field position here.
Right on the 50-yard line. We're halfway there. Chucky Mills, at quarterback, gives it off to the running back. It was number 28, Derek Keesley. Derek's a halfback, and he picks up a couple of yards. 2nd and 8.
Derek's a senior, and I believe he saw quite a bit of playing time last year.
Yes, he did. He's pretty quick out there. Aaron Dawson split out to the left. Chucky gives it off to...
I think Kenny Mills?
No, Kenny's not in there right now.
I couldn't get the number.
Isaac Chandler carried that ball. Isaac picked up about a yard and a half, so bring up a 3rd and 7. Receivers out on both sides. And he gives it to the first man through, Kenny Mills. And Kenny fought for it, but I think he's going to be about a yard short. 42 brought him down. Jack Gittler.
Now they're about a half, maybe 2 feet short. Half a yard.
I think Coach Green will go for it. And Kenny was closer than I thought. 4th and about a foot.
Kenny had a good second effort.
Gives it off to Kenny again, and he's going to have a 1st down. Kenny Mills just took the ball, bulldozed up the middle, picked up 2 yards, 1st and 10. Isaac Chandler checking in. Keesley's checking out.
Looks like Coach Green sends in his plays through the halfbacks.
He's got 3 pretty good ones out there tonight. In fact, when he gave me the lineup, he had 4 of them starting. He said, I better take 1 out. He gives it to the first man through is Kenny Mills. He's met there by about 3 tacklers, but he's going to get a yard or 2. Give him 1, make it 2nd and 9. That same name, Jack Gittler, is making some tackles out there. He stopped Kenny Mills that time. Kenny's going to get a breather, bring in a play. 2nd and 9. Aaron Dawson split way left. Chucky pitches it out to Isaac Chandler. He's met right at the line of scrimmage.
I think that was Todd Baranowski.
It was. I'm sorry.
Yep.
It was Tom Baranowski. He was met by about 3 white jerseys as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage.
Well, our audience is going to have to bear with us. We got that sun beaming in our eyes. It's hard to pick it up down there.
We're going to have a timeout by the Vikings.
Good to be here, Clint, and I'm hoping maybe our leader, Darren Fox, could come through with a couple of pairs of sunglasses. What do you think?
Well, he got the new headsets this year, but maybe next year we'll have some sunglasses.
Sunglasses could help us out here, and you know, or a bottle of water or something. But well, it's still a nice evening.
It sure is nice. It's cooling off somewhat. In a few minutes, the sun will be gone, and we'll be able to see. And right now, Coach John Green's trying to get his team up. He's got 3rd down and a long 9 yards to go. Take a look at these 9 young cheerleaders out on the field. They're doing a fine job. They work hard as a football player sometime, and it shows. They do a good job.
Well, they are a team sport now, and they do very well in their competitions.
Well, we're back ready to play football, and we're in 3rd down and a long 9. See what kind of strategy Coach Green puts out there for this long yardage.
Think we'll see a pass, Clint?
Well, apparently not, because unless it's coming out of the backfield, because he has everybody ganged up in the middle. And Chucky gives it outside. He's got some running room.
He's got it. Breaks it. That's Derek Keesley.
Derek Keesley, the speedster, and I tell you, there's no flags. Chucky faked to the fullback, handed it outside to Keesley. Keesley got outside, had to beat one guy. He beat him for about 40 yards, 6 points, Vikings. Keesley's got some speed. He's a speedster out there.
Yeah, now once he got to the outside, there was no one near him.
Chucky Mills could do the fake to up the middle. Some up bent for it, and Keesley got outside, and he just outrun it.
Looks like we're going to try to go for 2 here, Clint.
Yeah, I would say 32 will probably get this ball right now. 32.
Checking for a pass.
And it's broken up.
Broken up. Intended for number 80, John Goings.
And number 16 for Berkley, Tony Stowe got his big paws up. He's a tall kid. 6'2", and he used all of it and got up and broke it up.
Well, Clint, the crowd's still coming in, and that gave them something to look forward to as they're making their way to their seats. The Vikings got an early score, and they lead 6-0 here in the first quarter.
Well, I tell you, John called a play, and he called the right play. He just, I don't think Berkley thought he'd go that way with 3rd and a long 9, but he got Keesley outside, and he just had a foot race to the goal line, and he won it. Got to feel good when that running back gets outside and he sees that goal line and there's nobody between it. He says, please don't trip. Oh, here we go. Chucky Mills kicking off. Kicked that good high kick, and he's taking about the 10-yard line. He's outside, and number 31 chased him down, Isaac Chandler. Gets a run back to about the 30-yard line where Berkley will take over 1st and 10. Got a receiver split out right.
Oh, we got
fumble on the play. He picks it up, and he's going to get some yardage out of that broken play.
That was the quarterback.
Yeah.
Number 16, Tony Stoll, picked up his own fumble and got about 6.
Derek Keesley made the stop on him. 6 yards on a fumble. He picked it up, had presence to take off up the middle and get 6 yards. 2nd and 4 or 5. Back to throw, lofts it up, and it's almost intercepted.
Almost intercepted. That was Keasley back on defense.
Keasley's back there, and he got tangled up a little bit with the defender, and that's probably why he didn't catch it, but he had an opportunity for an interception there. 3rd and 5. He just threw that ball up for grabs. I don't think he had any idea who was going to catch it.
He threw it quick, got rid of it quick.
There's not much zip on it. He's lofted it too high, and Keasley was in the best position to catch it. Big 3rd down for the Vikings. Quarterback still got it, and he's going to be wrapped up for a loss.
That's number 76, Josh Welch on the tackle.
Josh got in and held him up and got some help. And he pulls him down for a loss, and it's going to be 4th and about 6.
And let's see who's dropping back. 28, Derek Keasley.
Isaac Chandler, looks like, 31.
Well, I think the Vikes will put some pressure on here, Clint.
They'll try. Well, they look like they're going to do some blind. They almost got, but look at the height on that kick. Get away from it. That's a good idea, fellas. And Hazel Park will take the ball 1st and 10 on their own 21-yard line. He kicked that ball so high. He kicked it about 40 yards, but he kicked it so high that the defenders were down, and Hazel Park had no opportunity to catch it.
I think Isaac did the best thing by running away from it. We've seen sometimes those balls take funny hops.
Gives off to Kenny Mills up the middle, giving him a yard. If anything, he just hit right at the line of scrimmage by the front line of the. Well, he does pick up 2 yards. Give him 2 yards, make it 2nd and 8. 42. Gittler was in on the tackle again. He had some help from the front line. Full backfield. Gives it to Keasley outside again, and he gets away again. He's going to be knocked out of bounds, but he's going to have a 1st down.
It looks like Berkley had a better coverage, but Keasley used his speed to get around him.
He almost got away from the cornerback. He grabbed him by his shirt and brought him down. But Keasley got some speed, and he gets a 1st down and in a much better field position. He's got the ball on their own 34-yard line. 1st and 10. Keasley, Chandler, and, well, no, you don't. You have Keasley and Mills in the backfield. Chandler split out to the right. Gives it to Mills.
Oh, we got a fumble.
And it looks like Berkley's got it, and they do.
Got it.
Well, he got hit about the same time that ball got to him, and it got knocked loose. It was really just a good defensive play. He got over there quick, hit him just as a handoff, and he knocked the ball loose and recovered. Bad break for the Vikings. Says the defense can step up now.
Berkley has it about the 34-yard line. Good field position. They're farthest yet this game.
Back to throw.
Stole.
Plenty of time, just lays it up, and it's
intercepted.
That's Isaac Chandler. Cuts back to the middle, gets some running room, and gets him back to about the 20-yard line. So, turnovers back to back.
I was going to say, Clint, turnovers hurt you, but it's sure nice to get it back right away.
Say that quarterback, you don't have much zip on the ball.
He sure hasn't.
He throws it up for anybody to catch, and both time he's thrown, it should, you know.
It's got, you're right, it floats.
Keasley had a good opportunity to intercept the other one, and Chandler took that one, and, well, we lost about 14 yards on the turnovers, but we have the ball back 1st and 10, right on the 20-yard line.
Well, Chandler looked like a center fielder going back on a pop-up.
Chuck Chucky's back to pass. There's nobody to pass to, and Mr. 42, Jack Gittler, takes Chucky down for a loss. I think that pass might have been meant for the other Mills, Kenny Mills, but it didn't work out. We lost about a half a yard. Second down, a long 10. Receiver split out to the right. Chucky gives it off up the middle to Keasley. He picks up about 5 or 6 yards.
Keasley this time going up the middle with a good gain.
16, quarterback from Berkley, Tony Stoll, made a good tackle, open field tackle, and saved the first down. It'll be 3rd and 2. So we'll give him about 9 yards on that run. Big man again, and he's going to be short, I think. Well, I don't know.
That's going to be about 4th and a couple
feet.
Let's
see where he finally marks that ball.
They are signaling 4th down.
It's going to be close, Jamie.
Official timeout. Yeah, they're going to.
He's going to be about a foot short.
Here comes the chain gang, Clint.
It's Bill O'Connell and Ken Edwards out there tonight, filling in for a couple guys that's missing. And we're about a foot short.
Maybe we should have talked to Bill how to hold that chain.
I don't think Bill gets the opportunity to hold it.
Oh, okay, that's right. All we had to do is tilt the top marker a little bit.
That's what a guy in a striped shirt, he holds onto it pretty tight.
Well, Clint, you think they'd be punting here? It's 4th and yeah, we got number 78, James Grider back.
Grider is it's a smart thing to do from this position. You don't want to give him the ball back this deep in your territory.
And Berkley has yet O'Nally drop someone back.
Need a good snap. And there's confusion somewhere. You know what? They may have been trying to draw Berkley off sides.
From the punt position?
You never know. Well, I'll tell you what, when the guy came out here to
and
cover this
Chuck
guy,
at quarterback.
When the guy came out to cover this guy outside, he almost jumped offside.
Yeah.
In fact, I think Coach Poberski's discussing the referee as to whether he did or not. Well, they're lining up pretty deep. Grider's back out there. Let's see. They're going to punt.
We're assuming they're going to punt, but I believe they are too.
They're not even lining up to punt.
No, I was going to say, no, I guess I don't, yeah.
Well, that shows some confidence from Coach Green. Let's see
They're
what he's
going
going to do. He gives it. If they hung onto the ball, they have a first down.
They
If
do.
they hung onto the ball, and we have a first down. Kenny Mills, number 32. With some help there from number 72, Chris Legg. Chris Legg steps in the ball and makes a path for him. He just followed him up the gut. First down.
Well, Clint, that was a pretty gutsy call. 4th and deep in their own territory. You got the first down.
If you ever say you can ever say about Coach John Green, he's got nerve, and he showed it right there.
And that's the end of the first quarter. As the teams talk to their coaches at the end of the first quarter, it's Hazel Park 6 and Berkley nothing.
Well, go back to the whole first quarter. Kenny Mills has been getting a few yards every time he carried the ball. He says, well, he's been getting pretty good yardage. you should be able to pick up a foot.
Yep, and that's our strength is the running game.
I'd like to remind you folks that are watching this that this month is their Viking football alumni golfing outing, and we still have openings for foursomes. Saturday, October 2nd, 1999. Registration 8 to 9 a.m. Full breakfast from 8 o'clock to 9:15. $75 per person. Includes 18 holes of golf with a cart, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Drinks on the course. Closest to the pin, longest drive contest. Call Tom Pratt. Call Tom Pratt at 544-5210. Sign up. We need some foursomes. Come and enjoy some alumni football players and 18 holes of golf.
Yeah, but Clint, you haven't seen me golf yet.
I have seen you golf. We ought to charge you $175. Just kidding you, Jamie. Okay, we're ready for football. First and 10. Hazel Park's got the ball on their own 32-yard line. Two receivers out to the left, and he throws it. Oh! Excellent call. Number 50 just got his hands up.
Yeah, it was a good play. John Goings, a quick opener. He was open, but number 50, Tony Collins from Berkley, made a good defensive play.
That's a little slant down in the middle. It's pop it to him quick, and he had it there, and just a hand got in the way. And I'll tell you, John was off to the races if he catches that football. And that's what that play will do for you. Just a little quick opener up the middle, and boom.
And John does have some good speed.
Gives him the first man through this time. Keasley, he picks up a couple of yards. Number 30, Randy Narrow in on the tackle for Berkley. 3rd down and 7. Gives it to the second man, Keasley, and Keasley runs over a couple people, but he's going to be short by about 4 yards.
And now we have a 4th down and probably 4.
4th and 4. Ball's on the 39-yard line. Mr. Grider's back to kick this time. I don't think there'll be any fancy stuff. I just think he'll kick it away. Now who calls the timeout? Berkley wants a timeout.
I think this is one of the games I've seen most time called out on punt.
Cat and mouse coaching games going on out there. Coach Green lined him up the first time for a punt, trying to draw him off sides, and coach from the Berkley says, well, maybe he's trying to do it again. Let's talk about this. And it's a good timeout right now. That's his first timeout this half. These are 2, and it's a big play for his team. He wants to stop Hazel Park right now.
I know you introduced the coaches did the pregame, but did you introduce our fine trainer and mention him?
John Bray's been with us a few years and does a good job.
Does an excellent job.
I want to thank Darren Fox and his crew for bringing this to you.
Well, Clint, we didn't get our free water yet, so I don't know if I thank him yet.
On camera, we have Bobby Foss. Mr. Campo, one of the staff at the high school. He's a TV production teacher. Well, look at this.
It's a fake.
It's caught.
And they got it.
First down. I'm telling you, it's John Green and Varsity Wagner Phillips tonight. They lined up Grider deep to punt, put Chucky in as a blocker. about 4 yards deep. They snapped it to Chucky. Chucky threw it to, and look at the grin on John Green's face. If you can pick it up, I don't know if they caught it on camera or not. He looked at trainer John Bray and started grinning.
Well, Berkley even had some guys out there, but it was well designed. He had a blocker in front of him. He had just enough to get the first down.
And I get a little excited. I didn't see who caught the ball, but it was an excellent play. The first man through, Kenny Mills, he's going to pick up a couple of yards. Give him 3, brings him to 2nd and 7. Ryan Stefanski on audio. Bill Chad, one of our fine technology people here at Hazel Park's helping out on audio. And he's doing some work on the camera. Chucky Mills gives it off to the man going up the middle.
Who else? Kenny Mills.
It's Mills to Mills. Give him a yard, bring 3rd and 6. And Coach Wagner's not real happy with that play, and Wags will let you know if he's not happy.
And Wags is, I think he's the defensive back coach, or no?
Right, no, he's the back coach,
okay.
the offensive back coach.
It still lets you know.
He'll let you know.
It doesn't matter.
That receiver split both ways. Chucky pitches to Keasley. Keasley's got some running room.
Turns it.
Oh, he stepped out of bounds. I'll tell you what, he was off to the races, but somewhere over, I'm trying to pick up where, it looks like about the 38-yard line, he stepped out of bounds. But he does get a first down. There's a good pitch by Chucky. Got it right in front of Keasley. Keasley took it on stride. First down. I tell you, Coach Green and his staff are really mixing up plays tonight.
Yep, the Vikings are in Berkley territory. Ball spotted about the 39-yard line.
Gives it to the man up the middle this time. That's
Oh, he
Keasley.
breaks it. He breaks it.
Keasley was stopped dead and just second effort. I think everybody was concentrating on somebody else, and Keasley gets almost the first down.
I think he scooted under him.
He did. He looked like he was stopped, and all of a sudden it just came out. And it's going to be a first down.
I don't know. Was that Keasley putting on WD-40 on his jersey there before the game?
I thought Kenny Mills had the ball. Well, Keasley just popped out of there and got a first down. Keasley gets it pitched back to him this time, gets around the corner, and he's off. And he's got another first down. I tell you, he's getting outside, using that speed of his, and get him 10 at a time instead of 3 at a time. Hazel Park's got the ball 1st and 10 on the Berkley 12-yard line.
Well, that's a good situation, and we got enough to get another first down.
Kenny Mills back in the game. Receiver split right. Keasley and Mills in the backfield, and
Chucky Mills going for it all the way. Quarterback keeper, Chucky Mills takes it in for another score for the Vikings.
Tell you what, these coaches are not putting on a show. They're calling plays and just mixing everything up.
And
Gave that to the quarterback, let him run 13. Chucky Mills with a touchdown. Chucky's not used to that.
No, but I believe too the fakes are really good too. They're going for 2 here, Clint.
Yeah. It looks like he's going to try to throw it in. It's intercepted, but it's a dead ball. That's all. And with 7 minutes, 21 seconds left in the first half. Hazel Park 12, Berkley 0.
Well, the sun looks like it's going down a little bit, but it looks like we still have some glare on our TV picture.
Well, second half will be fine. The sun will go behind the trees over there, and we can see it. like out there. They had a good drive. They lost the ball on the fumble, didn't lose concentration, got it back on a turnover, scored a touchdown.
Well, the offense has looked really good, and besides moving the ball, they've taken some time off the clock. They engineered some good drives downfield.
Chucky Mills with the tee in his hand. He'll be kicking off again to the Berkley team. Referee blows the whistle and we're on our way. Kick down to the right side. It's going to go out of bounds. Chucky kicked it a ton, but kicked it out of bounds. So I think they have an option of kicking it over or taking it on the 35-yard line. They'll probably take it on the 35-yard line. Apparently they're going to, and maybe they don't have an option. I'm not really sure. Irregardless, they're going to have the ball first and 10 on their own.
Well, you were right about the 35-yard line.
Yes. I was right on the option, too. He called illegal procedure against the Vikings. Berkley declined it and have the ball on the 35-yard line. I know that because that referee showed me. Ready to go.
And I know you always agree with the referee, Clint.
Showing a blitz and no whistles. And number 80 got through there. It's John Goings and tackling right on the line of scrimmage. Give him the length of the football, and that's about it. Second down, and I'm going to say 10. Man in motion out to the left. He gets out there. Show him blitz again, and he goes back, and he gets it off. Good block out there. And
makes a couple. He's still up. That was number 33 for Berkley, Ryan Beatty.
And Keesley makes a tackle.
It's probably their first long gain of the night, Clint.
He got out inside, ran over a couple of people, and got a good gain. Into Hazel Park territory on the Hazel Park 48-yard line. It'll be first and 10. 6.5 minutes left in the first half. Plenty of time to do anything, so get your backs up defense. There's some hard blocking going on out there, and give a tackle to number 78, James Grider. Berkley picks up 1 yard. He's second down and 9.
I would say this would be kind of important to try to get some points on the board for Berkley at this point.
Before the end of the half. The clouds are cooperating with us, and they covered the sun up.
I can take my seat.
Second down 9. Gives it off. Quarterback still got it. A good fake. He faked me out. He's still running.
That's number 16 for Berkley, Tony Stoll with the keeper.
Number 16.
Oh, we got a penalty.
Yeah, we got a flag. Somebody said something they shouldn't have.
Yeah, I didn't see a hit.
And apparently it's...
He's pointing him.
He's given unsportsmanlike personal foul against Berkley. Personal foul against Hazel Park. So it's going to nullify and nothing's going to happen. And we're going to have first and 10 on the Hazel Park 35-yard line.
Looks like, are the numbers recorded, or is there a type of a penalty, or not really?
There's no penalty here because it was offsetting penalties. Got a little rough out there.
Yeah, a lot of emotion.
Football's supposed to be rough, and sometimes you have to contain it. The referee did. First and 10. 2 receivers out to the left. Sends one in motion to the right. Throws left, and it's caught by number 9. And Keesley catches in. Adam Bonich on the reception for Berkley. Picks up about 7 yards. Be a second down and 3. That's just a quick opener down the middle. Bonich was ready for it. Takes it. Second down and 3. Ball's on the Hazel Park. About the 28-yard line. Gives it off to number 21 this time. Gets a hole up the middle. Picks up some yardage. Finally tackled by 90 or 80. Has to be 80. John Goings. And that's good for a Berkley first down.
Berkley's mounting probably their best drive of the first half here with 4 minutes to go into halftime.
We're down to 4 minutes and a half. He gives it off to number 42.
Well, I think 16 still has it.
Tell you what, he's doing some good fakes. I thought 42 had the ball. He put it right in his hands, pulled it back. Went outside, picked up 7 yards. Derek Keesley on the tackle, number 28. Be 2nd and 3.
Fumble. It looks like we.
Hazel Park. Yeah. Hazel Park said we got it, but the referees don't. So they gained a yard.
No, Hazel Park has it. Yeah.
It to him.
I think that was number 23, Brad Raven with the fumble.
Brad Raven picked it up, and it's Hazel Park's ball. Another break for Hazel Park, and they'll take over on their own 15-yard line, and just stops a good drive by the Berkley team. They had momentum going. They were getting the first downs, and just a mistake. And Hazel Park's got the ball.
Oh, I think Brad Raven, sophomore, called up for this game. Comes up with a big play. I lost it there, Clint.
I think it's Kenny Mills, and he's tackled by about 6 white shirts. And I think Coach John Green's going to play it pretty safe, but you never know. Down under 3 minutes and a half. We haven't predicted anything he's done yet tonight.
No.
Very good.
No.
So let's see what he's got up his sleeve now. First time we
2 minutes and 30 seconds left with the score 12-0.
First time we thought he was going to punt, he snuck it up the middle. Second time he threw it.
And there's Kenny Mills with the run.
Picks up a couple of yards, bring up 3rd and 5.
And we're getting the world-famous Viking marching band getting ready to perform. Lining up in front of us.
Jeff
So
McCoy and Blessing has got the band ready to perform, and you'll see a good halftime show, so stay tuned and watch it. Hazel Park has 1 timeout, Berkley has 2. And it's 3rd and 5. Chucky gives it outside to Keesley. He's got some running room, but he's met there, and it's going to be close. It is a first down.
Is it?
Yes, it is. He signaled first down.
That was a big first down. They're
Yes,
going to keep the ball to the, hopefully, run the clock out here. Although Coach Green might try to go for another score.
That was a big play right there. That took a lot of decision away from him, what he had to do. I know he enjoyed that first down. Gives Mills up the middle. He's going to pick up about a yard, maybe 2. I think both coaches are going to be satisfied to let it run and run this half out and go into the locker room.
Yeah, we got under a minute here.
I don't know why Berkley wouldn't want to be stopping the clock though, the ball down in deep in the territory that way, but they're not. Keasley is outside with the ball. He's got some running room and he's knocked down, but he does have a first down. That'll stop the clock with 36 seconds left.
Yeah, he ran out of bounds. Well, they're marking it. There he goes. Signals first down.
There was no doubt he had the first down. Well, the meeting of the minds has thought about what they're going to do and given it to quarterback Chuck Mills, and he's out there trying to execute what John Green and his staff told him to do. 36 seconds left on the clock. He's lined up just to put it up the middle. But Chucky's going to throw it. He throws it long. And John Goings was out there to try to receive, but Chucky just tried the close to a Hail Mary. But
the ball was 30 yards in the air. He threw it up for grabs.
Second down and 10. He's got him thinking pass maybe give it to Keasley outside. Nope, right up the gut. Picks up about 4 yards. "20 seconds left in the game, or in the half, I'm sorry. And they're going to get one more play. I've got Isaac Chandler, a speedster, out to the right.
What do you think, Chucky's going to go deep?
82 split left.
Dropping back.
Throw, and
oh,
he
rushes
slipped,
on.
Still got it off. Little wounded duck. And Isaac Chandler had to turn into a defensive guy all of a sudden. Chucky was going down as he threw it. He was lucky to get it off.
I think he threw that on his knees.
Well, not quite on his knees, but he was going down. And at the end of the first half, Hazel Park enjoying a 12-0 lead. Stay tuned. Watch the band. Enjoy it. We'll be back after halftime.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the halftime performance of the Hazel Park High School Lightning Marching Band. Great start. 1,400 with an outstanding group traveled for our annual band camp held this year in Rock, Michigan. To help prepare us for a very busy week. In addition to our football game performances, we will be participating in several marching band competitions and parades during the fall. Introducing our drum majors for our 1999 season, drum major Katie Burdett and Katie Durakowski, and associate drum major Scott Isle. Drum major Mr. Sanders presents the field. Performing music from the Music Sound Band, the Rocketeers, and the Girl, the Legends of the Ball, we present our show entitled music of James Warren from the Hazel Viking Varsity Band.
One more chance to get in.
Well, Clint, we're back for the second half here. Hazel Park up 12-0 against Berkley, and I think you got a little halftime stat there.
Well, we had a couple of running distance for Keasley and Mills. Keasley took the ball 11 times in the first half for 116 yards. That's a pretty good average, a little over 10 yards a carry. Kenny Mills, the big back going up the middle, he took the ball 12 times and got 27 yards. And the speed of Keasley, he's getting outside and he's picking up big yardage. Well, the players out on the field now doing their calisthenics or stretches. And
looks like the referees are making their way. We got about 2 minutes to go here.
Well, what they do is they get 12-minute halftime, but they put 2 minutes on the clock, and it's a rule in the last few years that they have to do stretches for 2 minutes before they go back out. It's a good rule. Most coaches will do it anyway, but it forces them to do it. It's good. And now they're ready to go back to football in the second half.
And it looks like the Vikings are getting ready, and they had a good first half. I'm sure Berkley had coaches were talking about trying to contain Keasley.
I tell you, Coach Green and his staff showed us some stuff the first half.
Yeah, they were mixing it up and went for a couple fourth downs.
Well, he had a fourth down and about a foot down around his 23-yard line. He sent his punt team out and tried to, I believe he tried to draw Berkley offsides. That didn't work. He called a timeout. He sent him back out there and lined up, ran Kenny Mills up the middle for about a yard. Then on the other end of the field in the second quarter, he's got the same situation. Well, he's got fourth and about 5. And I was sure he was going to punt. He lines his kicker up, lines Chucky Mills up about halfway back, snaps it to Chucky, throws it to somebody for a first down.
Well, does he have any more tricks in his bag?
We'll see. They will be receiving the ball to start the second half. Well, Jamie, as I promised you, the sun's gone. It's cooled off. We can see. Should be a good half of football.
It's a great fall night.
Back to receive the kickoff is number 21, Todd Baranowski, Derek Keasley, and Isaac Chandler. I know we're not going to find out, but I wonder what the significance is. Part of the Berkley team has got red tape on their shoes. First I thought it was.
I think they're red shoes, Clint.
No, I don't think so. I looked at it before the game, and I think it's tape. But it could be red shoes. I don't know, but there must be a significance because only about 3 of us got them. Well, we're ready to kick. Kicking for Berkeley's Russell Keller. Comes up to the ball and kick right down the middle. It's going to be taken by an up back. Looks like Kenny Mills. He just brings it right down the middle. A good run back, and they're going to have good field position on about the 37, 38-yard line. I think that was Mills.
Yeah, I believe so.
Or was it Bradley Raven? Well, regardless, it's 1st and 10 on the Hazel Park 36-yard line. Gives it to Mills, and he's met right there at the line of scrimmage. Big number 42. Haven't called his name lately, but Jack Gittler hits him.
Well, that was Keasley, Clint.
Was it?
Yeah. Number 28, and they stopped him there.
No gain on the play. He was right at the line of scrimmage and bring up a 2nd and 10. Kenny Mills will take a breather. 2 receivers split out to the left. Chucky keeps the ball and gets a fumble. And it looks like Berkley may have it. And they do.
Well, that ball came out quick.
And it came out quick and it came out hard.
Well, the last time we had a fumble, the Vikings got it right back with the interception.
Well, Berkley will have the ball 1st and 10 on the Hazel Park 46-yard line.
Defense had a fine first half. Let's see if they can pick up where they left off.
Quarterback did give it off that time, and he's met right in the line. Falls forward for about a yard. It's number 21, Matt Machiniak. Give him 2 yards, bring up a 2nd and 8. Berkley's in high backfield with a receiver split to the left.
Quarterback keeper, and he's got some room, and he's breaking a couple tackles.
So he broke about 4 tackles. He should have been brought down in the backfield. That's not going to make Coach Wagner very happy. And that'll give Berkley a 1st and 10 on the Hazel Park 29-yard line, it looks like.
He must have a pretty good fake on that play because he did it a few times the first half.
It's going to be on a 27-yard line. Well, the ball's on about the 26-yard line. The down marker's on the 2, and now they're moving the down markers. Be 1st and 10 on the 27-yard line of Hazel Park. I'll tell you that. I think Hazel Park picked that up that time. They just couldn't make the tackle. He broke a couple tackles, and he was hitting the backfield. I think they played it right. They caught him trying to sneak outside, and they got him, but they just couldn't make the tackle. And the referee called their timeout. I think 16 maybe hurt.
Oh, yeah, he's hobbling on.
And the referee's not going to take any chances. He's going over to talk to the coach. Now, that's an official timeout. He was kind of slow going back to that huddle, and the referee's going to have somebody look at him before he lets him play anymore. And Berkley takes a timeout.
Looks like they have...
Well, once the referee goes over, I think what they have to do is either put somebody in his place or take a timeout. And they probably want him to play, and they chose to take a timeout.
They got number 2, Chris Durant, taking some snaps for Berkley, getting some practice, taking a few snaps.
Well, I'll tell you, that would probably be a bad break for Berkley if 16 had to come out, because he's been getting some pretty good yardage on that quarterback keeper, and be a bad break for Berkley. But that's what those referees are supposed to do. They saw him limping somewhat. They're not taking any chances. They say, well, Coach, check him out before he plays anymore. We'll see shortly if he's coming back.
Well, with the injury, do they have to take him off for at least to play?
I don't think they called it an injury. So
okay.
They wanted to check him out, and instead of calling it an injury, Berkley took a timeout. And 16 is back in the game, so apparently he's okay. The trainer on the other side checked him out and said, let him play. Number 81 split out to the right for Berkley. Shows a blitz by Goins. He gives it to Book back up the middle, and he's met right there by, let's get a number. That's Bradley Raven. Played a pretty good job back there, safety. Picks up about 3, brings up a 2nd down 7. .33 was a ball carrier, Ryan Beatty, and it looks like he's shaking up a bit. Raven's not that big of a kid, but he hit him. He punched him pretty hard there.
He made a good stop that last play.
2nd and 6, I think. Coach is trying to get the guys to get out to the right, and he throws left, and it's broken up. Good play by number 28, Derek Keesley. He hit the receiver just as the ball got there, broke up the pass. It looked like it was going to be complete, but Keesley said, nothing doing, guys. Bring up a 3rd down and 6. Keesley made a good play on that ball. Went down low, hit the receiver at the same time the ball did, broke up the pass.
Good defensive play.
3rd down 6. Big play for the Berkley team, and Vikings would like to stop them. Quarterback still got it. He runs into number 78, James Grider, and he loses yardage. He's going to lose about 4 yards. So he's got.
They weren't fooled on that play.
No, somebody has got into the defense. Says, guys, you got to stay in your positions. You got to stay home. You got to protect that outside for him, and he did just that.
It looks like Berkley's getting into play, and they'll be going for it.
That defensive end, he's supposed to make sure nobody gets outside of him, and Grider stepped up 2 or 3 yards into the backfield, held his ground, made the tackle, lost about 6 yards, bring up a 4th and a long 9. Yeah, it's down there in 4-down territory. They're on the Hazel Park, about the 27-yard line. Quarterback's dropping, and he gets hit just as he throws it, and he throws it high.
Oh,
and no, that was a beanbag and a flag. I don't know. That ball was over his head. I don't think that should be pass interference. No way.
It didn't look like it was catchable at all.
He threw it 4 yards over his head. Well, he picked up his flag. Let's see.
Maybe he was just trying to see if he had it, Clint.
No. Well, I don't know what Hazel Park's doing that deep. Even if he calls it, it's a 10 or 15-yard penalty. They're going to mark off the penalty. I don't agree with that call. But that's why they got striped shirts on.
I was going to say, Clint, have you ever agreed with the call against Hazel Park?
Yes, I have. But that ball, there's no way he could have caught that ball. But that'll bring a 1st and 10 on the Hazel Park 14-yard line. That was a big call too. It would have been Hazel Park's ball. But that's over and done with. We got to play D. Gets number 21 up the middle, and he's tackle there. And we'll see if we can see somebody getting up from the bottom. Number 21, Todd Baranowski, in on the tackle. Picked up a yard. 2nd down 9. Like Derek Keys is out for play. Skin on an elbow. Trainer Bray is taping it up. He'll be right back in there. Chucky Mills back taking his place for a play. Adam Bonich, number 9, split left. Number 81 split right. Quarterback throws left. Adam Bonich tried to come back for it. Couldn't make it. Threw it short behind him. Incomplete. 3rd down. He was open if it had got it to him.
He was open, but the pass definitely thrown behind him.
Adam tried to cut back, just couldn't get his footing to do that, and it fell incomplete. 3rd down 9. Both receivers split left this time. Quarterback gives it to number 33 off tackle off to the right, and he's going to walk in for a touchdown.
That was Ryan Beatty, number 33 for Berkley.
Beatty just took the handoff, ran right off the right-hand side of the tackle, and nobody touched him. And he ran 14 yards for a touchdown, and Berkley gets on the scoreboard.
And with the score 12-6, Hazel Park, let's see what Berkley elects to do.
They're going to try to kick it through number 5. Russell Keller's been over practicing his kicks, and snapper and holder weren't very coordinated over on the sidelines, but they'll probably be better here. So they're trying for a extra point. A good snap, and it's
line drive,
but it was high enough. So with 7 minutes 19 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, Hazel Park 12, Berkley 7.
Well, we knew it was a game ain't over, and now it's definitely a ball game. Berkley capitalizing on that fumble, taking the ball and scoring 45 yards with a drive that took some time off the clock too.
And with a interference call by the referee that gave him a 1st down on the 14-yard line. don't forget the Viking alumni golf outing on October 2nd. Call Tom Pratt at 544-5210 for tickets. Probably a good time by all at Ironwood Golf Club at Howell, Michigan. $75 per person. All profits support the Viking Football Scholarship Fund. A lot of work put in it. Go ahead and show your support. Play some golf.
And like you said, the money goes back to our kids pursuing higher education.
Russell Keller kicking off. Kicks it down the middle. A high kick. It's Kenny Mills right up the middle, and he gets it back to the 30-yard line, where it'll be Hazel Park's ball, 1st and 10. Kenny Mills is the type of runner, he just puts his head in and goes straight ahead. Isaac Chandler and Aaron Dawson split out to the right. Keasley and Mills in the backfield, given to Mills, and he's going to get a yard. Jack Gickler, big number 42, met Kenny right at the line of scrimmage. He did just get a yard. He meets a load when he meets Gittler. He's 6'3", 235 pounds.
Berkley does have some size on the defensive line.
And Mills is 5'9", 200 pounds. Chucky keeps it himself, goes up and gets a few yards. Oh, that was a design player. He couldn't get the pitch out, but he tucks it in, picks up about 3, will be 3rd and 4. They'd probably like to get the ball in Keasley's hand on this play. 2 men split out to the right. Gives it to Mills up the middle, and see if that's Mills. He gets close to a 1st down.
See where they spot.
That's Keasley. Derek Keasley went off to the left.
It's going to be close to see the spot.
Well, Coach Green, what happens now?
How are they going to check it out? What do you call it, Clint, right here?
The marker says 3rd down.
I think it could. Look at the ball spotted. It's going to be pretty close. Yeah. Now we got to tell Bill Connell just to keep the chain tight.
It's about a half a foot short. But is it 3rd down or 4th down? I thought it was 4th down.
I think it's going to be 4th down. I don't
but
think
that marker shows 3rd down.
I think when they get back there.
It's 4th down. Referee says so.
Yep.
Now he gets their attention and gets the markers changed, and they're not even lining up to punt this time.
Nope, they're going for it.
Well, let's see if he's trying to draw. No, it's live, and Keasley's outside, and Keasley's
got it.
got
He's
some
got
momentum.
more.
Keasley's by himself, no flags, and he's in. He gets it outside, punches outside, and quickly scores 6 points.
Well, it was like in the first half, everybody's bunched in the middle, and he gets it outside, and he's gone. That was probably a 55-yard run. You want to tack it onto his yardage.
Well, let's see. It was on the 42-yard line. It was 57 yards he got on that.
Keasley having a night.
We haven't converted yet. Let's see if we can on this 2.5 yards. We've been running the ball 57 yards. We haven't been able to run it 2.5. Let's see what Proversky wants to do this time. So I'm giving Chucky Mills some last-second advice. You know what? You got to give some credit to that line. To get outside like that, you got to have some good blocking up there. And Keasley did get outside. Now it's speed when he gets outside. Chucky's back to throw it.
Oh,
and a flag. It's going to come back. Referee almost caught it. That's usually holding when you get the flag back there.
It was holding against the Vikings. It should be declined,
And the score with 5:23 left is Hazel Park 18, Berkley 7.
well, you think Berkley would kind of be looking for him breaking in the outside.
Well, they may be looking for him. They may be having good enough blocking done that they can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
You need 1 or 2 blocks and let Keesley get outside, and with his speed, there's nothing you can do about it. He just outruns everybody. You give him a yard, and he's got 57. It's good play calling and good execution. That's what scored those 3 touchdowns. Chucky Mills teeing the ball up to kick off. Deep for the Berkley is Ryan Beatty. And the referee says, let's go, and Chucky puts his foot in it. Long high kick. He's taking on about the 8-yard line, and he's trying to get back. And he stopped right on about the 25-yard line. 66 and 28. 66 and 68.
Well, it was a good kick and good coverage.
Brandon Sochi and Mark Toma in on that tackle. That'll be Berkley's ball, 1st and 10, just outside the 25-yard line. Berkley has 2 receivers out to the left, the I formation. Pitches it outside to number 33, and he gets tripped up by 31. Isaac Chandler finally tripped him up. He was hit in the backfield, but broke the tackle, gained 5 yards, 2nd and 5. And I'll tell you, Isaac Chandler almost didn't get him, but he did a shoestring tackle, tripped him up, and he fell, and 2nd and 5. That's the first time I've seen 16 pitch it to anybody. Same formation. Showing blitz. And it worked.
They got him back.
That's big 78 Grider back there along with Todd Baranowski and John Goins. Loss of about 3, bring up a 3rd and 8.
Yep, Goings was coming in on the snap.
Got to be careful. You got to time that just exactly right. Apparently they did. No flags. He gets back there, and then a big loss. 3rd down 8. Show blitz again. They sent him in. Quarterback's going to throw down the middle, and it's caught, and he's got a 1st down.
Well, it was a good pass. Good
Number
pass.
30.
Roll out.
Randy Nair caught that ball right down the middle. Good for about 14, 15 yards. 1st down, Berkley. Quarterback gives it off to number 33 off tackle, and he's met right at he picks up about 4 yards. Chris Legg on the tackle. Picks up 4 yards, 2nd down 6. Receiver split right this time, and he comes left. Quarterback still got it, and he breaks a couple
tackles again. There he goes. Keasley.
Keasley's speed saved the touchdown. He came from the other side of the field and he caught up with the quarterback number 16 and made a tackle. He was off to the races, but he couldn't outrun Derek Keasley. Be a Berkley first down on the Hazel Park 25-yard line. Under 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Full backfield this time. Nobody split. Quarterback gives it up the middle, and he breaks a tackle.
A couple tackles.
And I tell you, he's gonna go in for a touchdown. He was stopped there, but he broke a tackle.
Yeah, the Vikings got a little careless on tackling on those last two plays. They
careless or a little tired, one of the two.
Yeah, could be. A lot of guys, as you know, go both ways, and it's hard on the Vikes.
Number 5, Russell Keller, will be trying to put it through for the extra point. Under 2 minutes in the...
Well, they call timeout now, Clint.
Well, that's their second timeout this half. That could cost them in this football game. They called one before when 16 was injured.
You think they might be going for 2 to try to get it within 3?
Could be. Coach Paversky's got his chalkboard and quarterback Chucky Mills sitting on the bench talking to him, so he's already coaching for the next series downs.
And we got the fine Hazel Park cheerleaders cheering the crowd on. They do an excellent job as always.
Well, the Berkley team's back on the field and waiting for the Vikes. Well, he did change his mind. He's going for 2.
They sent somebody in motion.
Quarterback kept it. He throws to that man in motion.
Well,
it's no good. So, with 1:56 left in the third quarter, it's the Hazel Park Vikings 18, Berkley 13.
And we got a ball game.
A write-up in the paper today about our golf team. They played Berkley, and I think the Berkley golf team beat our team by maybe 4 strokes, but it did say that our coach, Larry Dupke, had, listen to this, an unsubstantiated 31 at Red Oaks Golf Course. But I believe Larry. I think he had a 31. Here we go with a kickoff. It's a low kick this time. It's going to bounce around. Kenny Mills, he tried to pick it up. Now he does pick it up, and he can right down the middle again. He gets back about 3 or 4 yards. Number 40 brings him down. Noshik. I know I butchered that name. So Hazel Park will take over deep in their own territory. It's probably their worst field position tonight. It'll be 1st and 10 on their own, about 14-yard line, 17-yard line. Isaac Chandler and Aaron Dawson split out left.
Mills with the keeper.
Yeah.
I think he's,
didn't fool anybody.
Yeah, I think he lost a couple of that one. Berkley defense seemed to be a little pumped up. We got to try to get something going here, at least a first down.
Well, he gained a yard on that play, and Hazel Park wants to call a timeout.
They need to regroup here a little bit.
He did get a yard on that play. It's 2nd down and 9.
Well, he was stopped, and I think he was pushed back about 5 yards.
He's lining those 2 receivers up outside, and he's sending both of his backs to the right. It looks like Chucky wants to pitch it out, but he don't have the room and the time, and he has to run with it. Maybe it's a design play, I don't know, but it looks like he wants to pitch it.
Looks like Coach Green is giving some words of wisdom to the team about not letting up at this point. Yeah, got a picture of the crowd. We got another great turnout here at Gerba Field, Clint. Good evening. Cool temperature. Seems like cooled down a little bit, but you know our Hazel Park fans support our sports teams here.
They sure do, and we're back to 2nd down and 9. Let's see what that timeout accomplished. Give the same formation. And the same play. And it's a fumble. And
oh, no.
Yep.
Definitely going to put some pressure on our D right here.
Yeah, because Berkley will take over 1st and 10 on the Hazel Park, about 20-yard line. Right outside the 20-yard line. Berkley splits out 2 receivers. Hazel Park shows blitz.
Oh, there's a fumble. I call it a fumble.
Hazel Park's ball. He pitched it
Oh,
backwards.
they call it. Wait a second.
They can't call it anything. It has to be Hazel Park's ball.
No, unless he said he didn't have
It
control.
doesn't matter. He pitched it backwards. If you pitch a ball backwards, it doesn't matter whether he's got control or not. And I'm going to tell you, if they
Oh
don't
wait,
give
there's
Hazel
Coach
Park,
Wags coming
well, I'll
out.
tell you, he has a right to be upset. That was a backwards lateral, and if it's not caught, it's a loose ball, and it's supposed to be the defense's ball. There's no doubt in my mind that he pitched that ball backwards, and if he does, it's a fumble.
That's correct. Look at Coach Wags.
Well, and they should be upset.
That was definitely pitched backwards, and you're right. That's a live ball.
Unless I've forgotten a lot about football, it's a live ball. Now, these referees are trying to explain it to him, but I don't think anybody's buying their story. I know Jerry Wagner's not buying their story, and he shouldn't buy it. This is, to me, it's ridiculous.
That's not one of my baseball caps he threw.
I don't know, but it's a ridiculous call. It's a stupid call by four guys that are getting paid good money to referee a ball game. And there's no doubt that he pitched the ball back. Berkley's disgusted. Jerry's still in there disgusted, and I don't blame him. I would be too. It's going to stand, but that's to me it's ridiculous.
I don't know what the call was. Now what is he doing down there?
I don't know.
Or did they say he was down?
Well, he couldn't be down. He pitched the ball. It doesn't matter.
Because why is that ball spotted?
He never had control of the ball. And if he was down.
Okay, then would the ball go back to the line of scrimmage?
No. If he called him down, it's down there. But he wasn't down. There's no doubt about it.
Well, then they got to move the ball back because that's where the fumble was. So now they're putting it in the line of scrimmage.
Now I'm really confused.
Incomplete pass, maybe.
He can't be an incomplete pass. He pitched it backwards.
They're replaying the down. Oh, Clint, that is not good.
I have no idea.
They've got first and 10. They're replaying the down. Well, this game is going to be controversial for whatever happens.
Pick up about a yard. Be second down and 9. Jerry Wagner's still pacing the sidelines. He's still really upset.
Back to pass from Berkley.
Still got the ball. He's being chased out there.
He's got a few. Clint, I wish we could hear more about what happened on that play.
We'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Well, we got one of our Hazel Park scouts here, Doug Estler, and he heard it was an inadvertent whistle.
How could you blow an inadvertent whistle when a ball is being pitched? I mean, that doesn't make any sense at all. That's an excuse he gives the coaches.
Perhaps that means the official didn't know what to call.
Well, it's ridiculous. They made a mistake. That's the way they cover a mistake. And hopefully John Green will report that to somebody. I don't know who, but it's dumb. It's stupid. You get 4 guys out there watching the football game, and maybe that's what they're doing, is watching the football game instead of refereeing one. I mean, I've seen inadvertent whistles. How can you blow an inadvertent whistle on a pitch?
On a loose ball.
Oh, well, that's over and done with. And at the end of the 3rd quarter, Hazel Park 18, Berkley 13.
Well, I lost track on the plays here, Clint. We got 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, it should be 3rd down and 1 on the Hazel Park, about the 11, 12-yard line. It's a big play for the Vikings here. Blitz shows a blitz, he gives it to the back, and I'll tell you what, he stopped for no gain and maybe a loss. That's John Goings in on the tackle. He was the first bet beating there. If anything, he lost about a half a yard, so it'll bring up a 4th and about 2.
Yeah, John got help with Todd Baranowski. They put a stop to him. Berkley sent him to play in here, and it definitely looks like they're going for it.
Oh, they'll go for it down there.
We got an injury timeout here.
Yeah.
That's 82, Aaron Dawson hopping off.
He's a linebacker. Big play here for both teams. 4th down and 2. Quarterback kept it, and he's still loose. And he's down.
What a stop.
Grider got him first. Grider ended up with him, but big number 76 over there. That's Josh Wells. He slowed him up. He stopped it. Grider got over. Big loss. I guess there is justice in the world.
Hey, that might have helped a little emotionally than we think to make a good stop.
I'll tell you what.
That really picked up
when
the
they got
spirits.
when they got that call, the defense really got tough. You make these Hazel Park kids mad, they get tough, I guess. A couple of big plays, and now Hazel Park has the ball 1st and 10 on their own 22-yard line.
Let's see what happens here.
Well, I'll tell you, whatever happens, that was a good stand by Hazel Park. Controversy and all that. They played some good downs. Berkley gave it their best, 4 downs, and they couldn't get 10. And you got to hand it to the coaches here that got their team back up and played football. Chucky Mills pitches at that time, but it's a little slow developing, and he's going to lose about 2 yards.
They had about 3 guys on Keesley at that time.
That pitch was a little slow coming around, and by the time he got the ball, he didn't have a chance to go anywhere. So it'll be 2nd down and about 11, loss of 1 yard. Aaron Dawson's ready to go back in the game. Gives it outside to Keesley. No, it was a good fake to Keesley, and he gives it up the middle to Kenny Mills, and Kenny picks up a lot of real estate.
Fine run.
A good run by Kenny.
3rd and 1 now.
Picks up about 10 yards, 3rd down and 1, and Aaron Dawson, the big end, is back in the ball game. Aaron Dawson, 6 foot, 200 pounds. They need his big body there. Make a block, get somebody. We need 1 yard right now. And Kenny Mills has got the yard. Just hang on to the football. Number 1, Tim Holmes, makes the tackle along with number 50, Tony Collins. It'll be a 1st down, Hazel Park. Got 3 minutes of that backfill this play. They give it off to Kenny Mills, I believe. Yes, it is. And he picks up 5 yards. Picks up half of it.
Well, the Vikings are moving up and taking time off the clock.
Number 21, Matt Machiniak, made the tackle. 2nd down and 4. Just under 9 minutes to play in the ball game. Hazel Park needs to come away with a score right now. March the ball down the field. They got a full backfield again. This time they give it to Kenny Mills again, and Kenny twists and turns, and he's going to be awful close to a 1st down. Let's see what kind of mark we get.
That's going to be inches.
Yeah, they say it's a little bit short. 3rd and inches. Got the ball off quick, and Kenny Mills up the middle.
Well, if he marks that, but the chalk line looks a little
He's got the 1st down. Marked it right on the yard marker, and referee signals 1st down, so it'll be 1st and 10 on the Hazel Park 45-yard line. Keesley with the ball, he ran backwards for a few minutes, gets it back almost to the line of scrimmage.
Well, he did a lot of running.
He sure
get back
did.
to line of scrimmage.
So bring up a 2nd down 10. Derek ran for a lot of yardage, but didn't get credit for any of it. Probably ran.
He was going east and west.
Probably ran for 25 yards. Got credit for nothing. Gave it to Kenny Mills up the middle that time. Dodged a couple of people. He's going to pick up about 3.
They're doing when they're running the time off. 7 minutes left.
Need a couple more 1st downs. A big play right here.
Ah, he's got.
Kenny Mills is loose. That's a big first down. He rumbles down to about the 29-yard line, where it'll bring up a Hazel Park 1st and 10. I think they may have been looking for Keasley to go outside and fool him up. Kenny Mills busted right up the middle. Big gainer. Big play for Hazel Park, and they came away with it. They marked it just inside the 30-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10.
That was Mills again.
Kenny Mills up the middle again, picks up 2, 2nd down 8. Run him one more time and then give it to Keasley outside. Let's see what happens. Three men in the backfield. It's Barnowski, Mills, and Keasley.
Baranowski with the ball.
He picks up some yardage.
That looks like another key 3rd down here.
No, it's going to be, is it 3rd down or 4th down?
I believe 3rd down.
Okay, 3rd and about 3. Gives it to Kenny Mills up the middle, and it appears from here he's close to a 1st down.
Yeah, 4th and 1, Clint. What do you think? Are we going for it?
Well, of course you're going to go for it. Jamie down on the, what is it, right around the 20-yard line.
Yeah, they just want to keep the ball still. We got 4.5 minutes left to play.
Well, I'm sure right now they'd like to see one more score on that scoreboard.
Definitely.
4th and 1, the ball just outside the
They might be looking
20-yard
at
line.
timeout here. Yep, Chucky.
Well, they're going to have to, because they took a little time talking about that play. This is an important play. That's a good timeout. You want to make sure you know what you're doing. You need to get this 1 yard. With 4 minutes left in the ball game, you need to pick up this 1 yard, get another 1st down. Berkley only has 1 timeout left, and I think now we have 1 timeout, but theirs is not as important as Berkley's is.
In the score, there it is, 18-13, Hazel Park with 4 minutes and 6 seconds left to play in this crosstown rivalry with Berkley. And I believe this is a Division II game.
Yes, it is. It's our first division game, league game of the year. And Coach Green and his staff would like to come away with a win, and they are 4 minutes away.
The Viking crowd, a good turnout here at Gerber Field, cheering the Vikes on. Hazel Park coming back out in the field after that timeout.
Well, I'll tell you, they're going to be looking for Kenny Mills to put it up the middle. Let's see what Coach Green decides to do.
Well, let's see what Coach Clint calls here. Who's
Well,
going to get it, Clint?
I'm just, running football game. Give it to Kenny, let him bust up the middle. And
There he is. Clint. And I
Berkley
don't know,
says they didn't
Sutel.
get it.
It's too close. I think it's going to be 1st down.
I do too, because of the reaction from the Berkley coach over there. Well, Hazel Park players.
Is that same? Well, I want to see the spot on this one.
We're going to have a measurement.
Is that the same official?
I think he is.
I thought the ball was,
I can't see it from here. But,
it was hard to tell up here, but
we're going to come out and measure it and see what happens.
well, definitely a few inches short.
And Berkley will take over on downs.
Well, the defense came up big. Let's see what 4 minutes to go. How they can do it again.
Well, Berkley only has one timeout left, so they either need to do some quick plays or throw the ball. They haven't had much success throwing the ball tonight, so we'll see what they do. He's got two men split to the left, and they show a blitz, and the quarterback's got the ball outside. Somebody
He's got
needs to
some
catch it.
room.
Yes, he does.
Here comes Chucky
Mills,
Mills coming
he
in.
misses the tackle. Keasley tackles him, but after a big gainer, boy, I tell you,
That fooled a lot of people.
it fooled a lot of people, and we have to be ready for that. And he come outside with a big gainer. It's a first down for Berkley. They're in Hazel Park territory on the 46-yard line. Clock's running with 3:40 in the game. Turnover would be nice here, Jamie. Well, it was a quarterback keeper, and Josh Welch was back there before he could get rid of the ball, and he lost about, let's say, 2 yards. It'll bring up a 2nd and 12. The clock's still running we're down to approaching 3 minutes left in the ball game. Now we are under 3 minutes. Berkley taking a lot of time.
Yeah, I was going to say, for a team that needs to get the play in, they're taking some time here.
Hazel Park coming again.
It's
It's back to throw, and it's caught. But he's about 5 yards short of a first down. And that'll keep the clock running, too. They mark it right on the Hazel Park, right inside the Hazel Park 40-yard line. Will be third down, about 4. Big play for the Vikes here. They need to stop this play. Showing blitz. He goes. It's pitched out to the right. And he
got a
breaks
first
the
down.
tackles,
He's got a little
he
more,
looks like
Clint.
he may take it all the way.
That's number 33, and there's Keasley. Oh, he's in.
Touchdown, Berkley.
Wow. That was a heartbreaker. Any flags on the play, Clint?
No flags. It's Berkley 6 points.
Well, Berkley takes the lead 19-18. We'll still get a last shot at it, Clint. And
We've got 2 minutes.
we have some weapons too. Looks like a timeout here. Or is that a fish?
I guess the Berkley wants the ball on the left hash mark, and they get it over there.
Looks like they're going for 2.
Put him in motion back to the left. He reverses his field.
They tried to pass to him last time.
Throw
Same
to
play.
him. And it's 2
And
points.
This time it worked. They tried that last 2-point conversion. This time it worked.
Well, Berkley takes a 3-point lead with 1:52 left in the ball game. So Hazel Park's got 1:52 to come out of this.
Now they got some tricks of their own. Now what's going on, Clint?
I don't know.
Is there a flag on the play? Looks like they're
There's
sending
a
it back.
lot of funny things going on tonight. It appears that
I
it's
didn't
no
see a
good.
flag.
I didn't see a flag or anything else.
The
But
points are on the board.
well, their points should be on the board, but it looks like they'll probably come off. Illegal,
Receiver?
yes, illegal man downfield. So they'll have to go for it again. The points will come off, and they'll have to try it again. I didn't see a flag, but they did have an illegal receiver downfield. They're running the same play, looks like. And it looks like he's going to throw to the same guy. Switches back, and this time it's no good. John Goings breaks up that pass.
He's pumped up.
Well, we need to get pumped up. We still have 1:52 left in the ball game.
Well, we'll take that call.
Nice to see a run back of about 50 yards, 60 yards here and take the lead back. And we've got a speedster out there that can do it. And they've got him up now, and they put Kenny Mills back deep, so they're going to try. They're going to try to get the ball in Keesley's hands. Of course, Berkley will probably try to keep it out of his hands. And he's going to be aiming to the right side of the field. It's away from Keesley. And he kicks it short.
Baranowski,
and he brings it back up just short of the 40-yard line. So Hazel Park got a good field position. And they have a minute and 47 seconds left for the ball game. And they have 61, a little over 60 yards to go.
Do you think we'll see the 2-minute offense?
Well, I think we better see a 2-minute offense since we have 2 minutes left. Got Chandler and Dawson split outside. They give it to Mills, who gets nothing. I think that play was just trying to draw the defense inside, and it's time to punch something outside right now. Snap the ball and you get a penalty, fellas.
They do.
Well, you should have had a penalty
There it
too.
is.
Look at this.
And he's got him open.
He's got him open. Oh, and he drops the ball. And there is a flag. We're going to get a penalty on
Yeah,
that.
he threw it off.
Well, no, we're going to get a flag. No, the flag's laying.
Oh,
over
yeah.
there. And we do have too many
Yep.
people in the field, and it's going to be a big 15-yard penalty.
Is that 15 yards?
10 or 15. But he caught him. He didn't get off the field. That was a good call. I didn't think he was going to throw that flag, but he did. He probably thought, if I don't throw this flag, I'll get killed.
Well, you called that.
Well, he was 10 yards from being off the field.
Now, what's the discussion about, I wonder?
We still have 1 minute 9 seconds. And Berkley wants a timeout, and I think that's their last timeout.
That looks like a 5-yard penalty.
Well, even 5, that gives us 5 we didn't have. But
Yep.
I'll tell you what, this timeout by Berkley isn't really in the favor of Hazel Park. They're going to give them a little breather, and they're going to let the coaches talk to them. And
what
the
if we'll
coach is
try
going to
another
talk to the referee.
That pass play fooled Berkley. It was open.
Yeah.
Oh, now the coach. Look at the Berkley coach. He's
Well,
got a
he
good
can
feel.
do that. He's got a timeout. That's probably why he called the timeout. Referees had a rough night tonight.
Yeah, I guess it's a beginning season, huh? Getting the bugs out. And here come the Berkley Bears from their timeout taking the field. Vikings are still gathered around the coaches. They're probably getting some instructions for a couple of plays here with the minute 9 left.
Second down 5.
There goes Keasley.
Gets a first down. That'll stop the clock for the change to move. Hazel Park's got to hurry up offense, get out there, Chucky. As soon as they set those chains, the clock will start. They started. And Hazel Park's ready to play. They got receivers split left and right. A lone man in the backfield, Derek Keasley. And it's pitched to Keasley. Let's see if he can get outside. No, he's going to be brought down.
Oh, there's a fumble, I think. Does not look good, Clint. I did get a signal, but the Bears are jumping with joy over there. And now official signals Berkley's ball.
Well, we've had some controversial calls tonight, and about 3 of them, in my opinion, is going against Hazel Park Vikings. We've made a few mistakes, but I really think we played a good game tonight.
Well, the Vikings
should have came away with a win.
Yeah.
And it's got to be disappointing to
Berkley
coach.
didn't lead to the last minute and 57 seconds or whatever.
It's got to be disappointing to the coaches from Hazel Park to let several things like this happen. Good coached game. I think it was a well coached game. Some good play calling, pretty good execution. A couple of mistakes in the last quarter. So one of those things in football, you got to live with it. So the clock is running with 22 seconds left in the ball game.
Berkley's not even going to try to get it. Hike it, but
that's what I would do too. Just kneel down on the ball, and they don't even have to run another play. Ticking down to the final moments, and the final score is going to be Berkley 19, Hazel Park 18. It was a controversial game, but it's over, and Hazel Park takes the loss. It's been good being here with you tonight, and we'll be back for the next game. Jamie, good working with you.
Good working with you, and good night to everybody.
Thank you, Darren, for the telecast.